Okay. You can do this, Jessie. My hands are shaking so bad. The baby is coming, and my husband is still 2 hours away from home. I actually have to drive myself to the hospital. I have no idea how I'm going to do this, but I have to. The contractions are... Oh, God. Here comes another one. They're about 5 minutes apart now. If you've ever had a baby, you know exactly what that means. It's time. This all kicked off about 3 hours ago. It started as this dull ache in my lower back. Nothing crazy. I texted my husband, Mark. He's on a big work trip, a presentation he just couldn't miss. I told him I was feeling crampy, and he texted back, "Probably just Braxton Hicks, babe. Try to rest. I'll call you as soon as I'm out." And I believed him. I mean, I wanted to believe him. First babies are always late, right?
So I did all the things you're supposed to do. I took a warm bath, put on some music, and tried my best to just chill out. But the feeling just wouldn't go away. It got stronger. It started to wrap around my entire stomach, squeezing everything so tight I couldn't breathe. And then, poof, it would just let go. This wasn't Braxton Hicks. This was the real deal. I tried calling him. Voicemail. I tried again. Straight to voicemail. My heart just started hammering in my chest. I remembered my doctor saying to call when the contractions were consistent and getting closer. Mine went from 10 minutes apart to 7 and now to 5. Then my water broke about 45 minutes ago, and that's when real panic set in. I was totally alone, and this baby was done waiting for Mark to finish his meeting. I called him one last time and just left a desperate message. "Mark, it's happening. I'm going to the hospital. Please answer your phone."
And that brings us to now. Driving myself to the hospital in the middle of active labor. It feels like something straight out of a movie, but this is my actual life right now. Every single bump in the road and every red light feels like a personal attack. My hospital bag is sitting there on the passenger seat. I packed it weeks ago, imagining Mark would be the one grabbing it while helping me into the car and holding my hand. Not this. I never imagined this. The loneliness is the worst part. Honestly, it's worse than the pain. Just this feeling of being completely, utterly alone when I'm at my most vulnerable. I'm trying so hard to remember what they taught us in birthing class. Breathe in, breathe out, stay calm for the baby. But my brain just keeps screaming one thing over and over. Where is he? It just hurts so much that he's not here to go through this with me.
I made it. I'm actually here. I don't think I've ever been so relieved to see the words emergency entrance in my life. I had to pull over twice on the way here just to breathe through contractions that felt like they were splitting me in two. I pretty much just fell out of the car, and a security guard saw me and ran over with a wheelchair. They got me up to labor and delivery so fast. The nurses have been incredible. They didn't even ask why I was by myself. They just jumped right in, putting monitors on my belly to check the baby's heart rate and my contractions, and taking all my vitals. One of the nurses even tried calling Mark for me again. Still nothing. And that's when it really hit me that he was going to miss the birth of our child. It was this sharp, sinking feeling that honestly hurt more than the contractions. I just put my head back and cried. I felt so defeated. The doctor just checked me, and I'm already 7 centimeters dilated, so things are moving really fast.
while I'm just lying here waiting for what comes next, I have to ask, if any of you have a crazy, unexpected birth story, I would love it if you shared it in the comments. Honestly, reading your stories right now might be the one thing that gives me the strength I need to get through this. And if you want to see how this all turns out, make sure you subscribe to our channel. She's here. She arrived at 3:17 a.m., a perfect, healthy baby girl. That last hour of labor was, without a doubt, the hardest hour of my entire life. There was a point where I truly didn't think I could do it. I was just so exhausted and so alone. But then I looked at the nurse who was holding my hand, and I thought about this tiny person who was counting on me, and I found a strength I never, ever knew I had. And then, in the exact moment they laid her on my chest, the door to the room flew open. It was Mark. He was still in his suit, his hair was a mess, and his face was just pale with panic. He finally got my messages after his presentation ended and drove over 100 miles an hour to get here. The look on his face when he saw her, when he saw us, it was everything. He just broke down, sobbing and saying he was sorry over and over again. This was not the birth story we had planned. It was messy and terrifying, and a part of me is still trying to process the trauma of going through so much of it by myself. But she's here. Our family is finally complete, and we definitely have one heck of a story to tell her someday. Welcome to the world, little one. We love you so much. If you love this story, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more stories like this. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one on English Story Class. And keep speaking English.